So when I was a kid, I did not like baseball. I didn't like baseball the way that most people do not like lengthy dental surgery. In fact, as a child, had I been given a choice between playing baseball or having my molars removed without medication and with tools that were handy on a Black & Decker workbench, I would have seriously considered the second option. When I was young and a kid committed a crime, he did not go to juvenile detention. He was signed up for Little League, given a bat, and allowed to beat other children. I was one of those other children. In addition to the constant harassment, I was repeatedly hit by pitches while at bat, to the point where I assumed that coaches had offered free ice cream to any pitcher who could put a fastball into my neck. And people said, wow, that's difficult, but at least your parents were there for support. No. My parents were strangely serious about baseball. They actually said to me before a game that if I did not get a hit, all of my television privileges would be revoked. I was 8. Swing away, son, because if you don't connect, Bugs Bunny is dead. And then people said, well, that's rough, but at least you had the coaches supporting you. Oh, no. All the coaches did was yell. They yelled with the kind of anger and vitriol you would normally expect from a disgruntled dock worker. In fact, it's because of Little League coaches when I was a kid that psychiatrists will never run out of patience. This was my baseball experience as a child. So now, we fast forward through time. I grew up. I got married. We had a son, very cool guy, named Max. Max, this is us fast forwarding. All of you recognize this. Max is a special needs child. He has multiple disabilities. And Max eventually grew up. And inevitably, people said, hey, baseball season's coming up. You gonna sign him up? Which to me was like saying, hey, your kid's old enough. You gonna waterboard him? But one of Max's therapists introduced us to an organization called the Miracle League of the Triangle. It's a baseball league for kids with special needs, and they adapt baseball to kids with special needs. In fact, the field itself is made of this kind of outdoor carpeting so that kids with wheelchairs can roll on it. And it's about giving kids, disabled kids, the chance to play baseball, to play a game that they otherwise wouldn't get a chance to play. And it's about teaching kids about baseball. And what's amazing to me is they made baseball fun. Every kid gets a nickname that gets announced when he comes up to bat. My son is Tyrannosaurus Max. On his cranky days, he lives up to that name. In fact, there's another kid whose nickname is the Hurricane. His mother said, yes, he got that name before baseball. He'd be having a bad day, my husband would call in from work and say, how's it going? I'd say, it's a Category 5. Every kid gets a song that gets played when he comes up to bat. They get to choose their own song. One girl chose The Wheels on the Bus. A kid on my son's team chose AC/DC's Highway to Hell. They make baseball fun. The coaches are nice. They're encouraging. You never get the impression that any of them have done time. The parents are happy to be there. They're happy that their kids are playing and doing anything. You never get the feeling that a child's bad day on the field will translate into electroshock therapy at home. They make baseball fun. It's very relaxed. It's very loose. If a kid runs to first and keeps going into right field, it's fine. If a kid rounds third and instead of going home goes straight to the snack shack, it's fine. And something you never see in professional sports. It is not uncommon at the Miracle League to see a kid cross home plate and hug the umpire. They make baseball fun. And it's been this amazing experience. My wife and I have really gotten into it, and they get volunteers. Baseball teams come in volunteers to help the kid. High school teams, college teams, the Mudcats have come out and volunteered. And now my wife and I are really invested in this, and we volunteer all the time. And I do the announcing at the baseball games. And my wife helps out in many, many ways as well. And suddenly, we find ourselves liking baseball. And suddenly, it's this amazing game, this amazing experience. And it's so cool, that's Tyrannosaurus Max, that he gets a chance to have this experience. And so now, if someone gave me the choice between, say, going to a concert for free of my choice or watching my son play baseball, surprisingly, I'd go with the second option. Thank you.